Hey guys. Hello. Hey. So before we get started, I wanted to show you guys my new stand to hold my phone. Everybody's got these crazy tripods and I don't know, I just don't want to wait for shipping. So my daughter made me one, and I'm so proud of her. Look at that. She made it out of corks. Isn't that cute? So I'm really excited to use that. So this is kind of an off time for me to scope, and I'm going to do it super fast. So if you have questions, make sure that you reach out to me afterwards. We're off to a meeting tonight with the kids. So today is letter H, and I was going to give some super quick home management tips. I know a lot of times I get a lot of people that are like, I don't know how you have time to get your house cleaned up or get laundry done or things like that. And just keep in mind, if you don't get it done, it's all right. It's not the end of the world. I used to be very kind of OCD about things. I'm still OCD, but not as bad. So I've learned there's just bigger things, that are going on that I need to deal with, and life happens, and my baby is growing up, and being there for that is number one. So it's a hard pill to swallow that I need to just calm down. It's okay if the house is a mess, but in the end, we're making memories. So some tips that I have really fast is we'll start with Sunday night. Sunday night, a lot of you know, you watch me on Instagram, Facebook. That's my planning night. And so Sunday night is after the kids go to bed. That is my crunch time to plan my week. So I'm going to check my planner. I'm going to make my to-do list for home and for business. I'm going to meal plan, and I'm going to do a business check. So I knew that this week was going to be end of the month, things that I need to take care of, as well as the beginning of the month. So this was a big week for a business to-do list, but know what contacts you need to get a hold of, what leads you need to follow up with. If you need to start parties, close out parties, have parties going on, lay that all out and break it up into days or into however your work schedule will work. If you have 2 hours, you can power it in, schedule that in. Let your family know, look, it's going to be a busy week. It's the end of the month, beginning of a new one. Mom needs a work night. So it's communication. A lot of times we just need to communicate that to our family, and that will help kind of them understand, okay, if I get this done, especially with my kids, if mom gets this done, then we're going to do this together. So that kind of helps. That's helped a lot with my family anyway. Monday morning, I start with a home blessing. I have a video of this up on my YouTube channel. You can find me, I Was Sprinkles, and I go through what my morning home blessing is. I do it in a power hour. I really am just using that power hour theme with a lot of things in my life. I can justify an hour of time as a mom. I can't much more than that. I guarantee maybe is the better word. I never know what's going to happen with my kids, especially the little one. Now that he is 4, I can justify an hour. Before that, it was like half hour. And if that's where you're at, that's okay. And before that, it was during nap time. So we don't have that so much anymore. So we're at the 1 hour stage. So go with what your kids will allow you to do and what you feel okay with. But an hour, you can crank out a lot of stuff in an hour. So Monday morning is when I go in and I do a lot of my Windexing, make sure the bathroom is picked up, vacuuming, cleaning everything up, wiping everything down. That's just kind of my 1 hour spot. A tip with that is I have an organizing utility tote from 31. This isn't it. This is my business bag, but it's along the same lines as this bag right here. And I have it upstairs under my sink, and it is full of all of my household cleaning stuff. So it's all right there. I take it with me to each room. Paper towels, Windex, cleaning supplies, everything's there. And each room that I go to, that bag goes with me. So I'm not running back and forth for things either, which really kind of cuts down on time. Next is laundry. I do laundry twice a week. I have girls that go through a lot of clothes. And so I do laundry twice a week. Monday always, and then either Thursday, Friday. My tip with that is each child has their own laundry bag, and they are in charge of it. My older girls. My younger one now is in charge of his, with some reminders and some prompting. But they're in charge of it. They need to learn how to do laundry when they graduate, and we're 4 years away from that. So, that's their responsibility. If they're busy, I usually just go ahead, as long as they start it. I usually put it in the dryer, or they will, and I usually fold it and put it back in the bag. And then on the table down here, I have all the bags lined up. After school, they grab it, they put it away. And so I fold it as soon as it comes out of the dryer, so I don't even have to worry about that, because if I let clothes sit in the dryer, it'll be there for days. So right as soon as it's done, I'm folding it, and then you don't have to worry about wrinkly clothes, and it's just done, because I know a lot of people don't like folding laundry, so just tackle it right away. A home management binder. I also have a video of this up on YouTube, so you can check that out, of what I have in there, but that's really crucial, especially in the busy time as it's going into spring and summer. Everything that runs my household is in that binder, and it's easy for everybody to access. So make sure that you check out that home management binder. I absolutely love mine, and it is a very important component of our house, and making sure that if I'm busy and my husband needs something, he knows where to find it. So the next one is a chore chart. Right now I have a whiteboard, which probably a lot of you have seen in my other videos. It is right by the door, right by the calendar, our communication center. And on there is where I communicate things that are going on for the day. I do it daily. I used to do it weekly, but I just do it daily now. And everybody can write notes back and forth. So when people are just coming and going, husband's working, weird hours, we can all communicate on there. And that's where I let the girls know what their chores are going to be for the day, or things that they need to get done, take back to school, things like that. So it's all right there. Before, my girls are 9 and 14, so they're older now, and they get that. They know that those are their chores. My little one, he is going with me when I go to do the laundry. He folds the washcloths, and, starting to learn the chores now, putting away his laundry he's doing. When my girls were little, I made up chore magnets, and I had on my whiteboard, I divided it up. So Abby had a column, Brooke had a column, and then I put on their chore magnets. And when they were done, they moved it to a different section on the board, and that showed me that they were done. So it taught them, okay, if I go to, when we're getting ready for bed, if their chores aren't moved to the done section, I know that they're not done. They weren't responsible enough to pay attention to the board, which is their job, and to get them done. So then they had a consequence. So that was, especially with a new baby at that time, it was just really great to teach them to learn to look. That's your responsibility, and they were super easy to make. And if you need any help with that, let me know, because I still have all the supplies, and I probably have a bunch left. And then the last thing is my cleaning schedule. So I do the home blessing on Monday, and then I follow the Fly Lady. Not to a T, but I like her concepts. I love the Fly Lady, what she stands for and how she does things, but if you sign up for the email list, it's a lot. So basically, her whole thing is to shine the sink, go to bed with a shiny sink, which does help. You feel a lot better. Something simple like wiping out your sink makes you feel a lot better in the morning. My husband thought it was crazy, but we're all used to it now. You break your house up into zones, okay? So each week is a different zone, and you can go on Fly Lady and kind of tailor it to your own home and what you want to do, to kind of get some ideas. But basically, zone 1 is the entrance, front porch, and dining room, which is where I'm at this week. I don't have a dining room, so this is the week that I'm going to go through. I'm going to wipe down the doors, make sure everything's Windex, the windows are clean in my entryways. I also do the decks. I have a front and back deck, and so I sweep them all down, make sure broken toys are thrown away, and wash the floor, the mats, the curtains, things like that. So that is what I work on this week. I have all week to get it done. So it's just whenever. So I like that. So I know that I'm in this zone, but it'll be whenever it happens. Other zones that I have is zone 2 is kitchen, laundry, and pantry. I usually break those up and do just a little bit. I usually don't do all 3 at one time because my pantry, I am a couponer and I stockpile. So my pantry is kind of a big deal. But that's just wiping through and cleaning your microwave, wiping down your refrigerator. And this is just stuff that you'll do. There's 5 zones. So every 5 weeks you'll do it. So you'll get it done, and by the time that it's to do it again, it won't feel like you're constantly doing it or you're never doing it, if that makes sense. Bathroom, kids' room, craft room. I just did our craft room. So the kids' rooms, that's really kind of their responsibility, other than my little one, who we do it together. But zone 3 will primarily be the bathroom. The craft room is more of kind of a seasonal thing that I do. And so that's kind of like a thorough cleaning, windows and washer, shower curtain, things like that. Zone 4 is bedroom and closet. And zone 5 is the living room. So that's when I will go through and really, dust and Windex and deep clean, that kind of stuff. So, that is my, cleaning schedule, kind of how I get things done around the house. As far as day to day, I'm coming, so head up there. As far as day to day, really set out your meals ahead of time. I do that the night before. Setting clothes out, things like that are really important. That kind of helps set up the day for the next, what's going to happen, and makes those mornings run a little bit smoother. So I got the cue. I've got to run. So if you have any more questions about any of this stuff, make sure that you let me know. And the website was Fly Lady. And if you need home management ideas, you can check me out on Pinterest. Everywhere that I am is under I Was Sprinkles. So check out YouTube, Pinterest, all of that. All right. Have a great night, guys.